guys, welcome back to my channel, Kanisha Johnson TV. So if you've clicked on this video, it's because you want to see a video of me weaving over my locks. So before I do all of that, I have not even decided. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, so we're gonna do this together, but first I need coffee. Let's go get some coffee. Allergy season acting up. Oh my god, I probably sound really congested right now, but anyways, it is my day off, so I decided why not take the time now to do my hair. I love having locks. Locks are fun, you know, versatile, all of that good stuff, but I also love changing up my hair. So I feel like the braids that I had in, that adds more pressure to my locks. The weave is not as rough with my hair, so I want to change up my look. I feel like changing up my look, so that's what it is. So we're gonna go to the store together, decide which hair we're going to use, and yeah, get it done. But I need my coffee. I need some coffee.
Hi, are you collecting any rewards with us today?
Yes.
Hi there, just give me one, okay?
Sure. It's a long wait.
What can I get for you?
Small double, please.
Small double anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
That's it?
Yep. Bye. Okay, let's get our coffee and then be on our way. Okay, friends, I got my coffee. That's good. That's really good. All right, so now I'm heading to the hair store. I need to get the hair, of course. I don't know what type of hair I'm going to use yet. I don't know the color. I have no idea. I haven't decided anything as yet. I need to get needles and I need to get weaving thread. I also need to get a cap for my hair because I'm going to be using a cap to weave on. You'll see. It's really hard to, it's not hard to explain, but I'm struggling to explain that. But essentially, I want to protect my locks as best as I can. So I do this technique with using a cap or a net cap. You guys will see that. I'm sorry if I sound congested. My allergies are acting up. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna sip on this and then I'm gonna be on my way. Okay guys, I am at the hair store. Let's go in and get this hair. Let's go. I need to find the hair that I'm going to actually use. I have no idea. Let's go find it. I'm looking for something synthetic. I don't want any human hair at all. So I know that for sure. So let's go see. Must be on the other side. that many options, but for sure I'm gonna go with something curly on the longer side. So yeah, I'm just deciding right now, but there isn't that many options. Hi guys, so I have locks. They're like a small to medium size, I guess you can say. I have done this before. It's not my first time, but I decided to record it for you guys this time. The hair that I got, you guys saw the clips of me trying to find, you know, proper hair. This is the one that I got. This hair I got is Premium Purple Pat Brazilian Boutique. It's a blend. I got it in the color, it says natural brown. Okay, this is what it looks like. Virgin body, I guess, the wave. And it does have a lace closure. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. Most of the time I don't. I like to do my own closure. So I got the hair. Oh, the length is 18, 20, and 22 inches. And it's again, yeah, it's a bundle. It's one pack. I only got one pack. Hopefully it's enough. Well, I'm gonna make it enough to do my hair. Yeah, I'm gonna make it enough to do my hair. All right, so I got that. What I'll be using to weave my hair is, I was thinking about using a cap. Whether use a wig cap or this one here. I've decided to use this because it's more breathable. It's kind of like a net, but it's a cap. So this is what it looks like. Okay. I got me some nylon thread. Okay, it's nylon, so it's thicker, it's stronger. And of course I got some needles. So these are the curved needles. They're not the straight ones. I'll show them to you guys. Like this. Sorry, my hands are dry. Okay. So I got about 3 of them. I have other ones, but they're so old I didn't want to like be struggling to, you know, sew with them. So I got some new ones. So typically when you are doing like a full head of weave, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a full head of weave. You usually would do your cornrows, you know, you would do your base. So because I have locks, I'm not going to be doing any of that. I don't even need a comb, right? Because I have locks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get my hair as flat as possible so that I have a flat, so that my base is as flat as possible. Mind you, the hair is wavy, it is curly, so even if I have like some, you know, my hair isn't like fully flat to the head, you're not really going to see it because of the type of hair that I'm using, and you guys will see what I mean. So what I'm going to do now is try and get my hair underneath the cap, and then I will secure it. I'll show you guys how I secure it. Alright, okay. So this is what it looks like. So it's a cap, but it's like mesh net. It's okay. So I'm going to try a few different ways of doing this. So I'm just putting my hair all to the back. Okay, like that. And then what I want to do is I'm going to flip it up like this, like that, and then I'm going to put the net on and push it up. Okay. Now I could also just put it in a little ponytail, like a loose ponytail, and then just kind of push it under, but at this point I'm good. All right, so I'm just kind of like spreading out the hair at the back. I'm just kind of like spreading it like this, because I don't want it to be all bulge one place. So I'm trying to like spread it out as much as I can. Okay, that's good enough for me, and I apologize if the lighting isn't the best. The only thing I'm gonna do in terms of using a brush or a comb is I'm going to try and take out a little bit of my hairline, just a little bit. So let me grab a brush to do that. 1 second. Okay, I have this little brush here, so I'm just taking out a little bit. This is optional, you don't have to do it, but I'm just taking out a little bit. So as you can see, I've taken out a little bit of the hair there and a little bit there. Okay, so this is my base. I'm going to be weaving the hair on top of this, but before I even start to weave the hair, I need to reinforce, I need to secure my cap to my head. So this is probably going to be one of the hardest part in the process, because I have locks. I'm trying my best not to put holes through my locks, if that makes any sense. Now at the roots, I have some new growth at the roots, right? I have new growth, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to focus on reinforcing at the roots, as opposed to like the end of the lock or throughout the lock, if that makes any sense. I'm going to try and reinforce the hairline, but focus on doing it at the roots, and I'm going to do the perimeter. So all around here, I'm just going to be securing the cap as tightly as I can, all right, so that it doesn't shift, you know, once my hair is done, like, you know, it's nice and secure. And I apologize if this is not very clear, but I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, again, I'm going to be stringing the needle. All right, so you can do this as long as you want it to be. It's good to have your scissors or your razor handy so that you can cut. So I'm just cutting the thread. Okay. And now I'm going to be stringing. I should have my glasses on because why? My eyesight is not the best. But I'm just stringing the needle, guys. You guys know how to string a needle. And I can tell already this is not the best quality thread. Back in the day, the nylon thread was thick. This one, I don't know, this is an imitation nylon thread, because it's like thin, but whatever. I'm gonna make it work. I'm just tying the ends together, cutting off the excess at the end. Okay, so my first needle is good to go. This is it. I got the thread. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the front. I'm gonna bring the cap down a little bit more. Bringing it down a little bit more. So you guys can kind of see the locks through the net. So all I'm going to be doing right now, is I'm going to be reinforcing the net all the way around, and I'm going to be going through my hair as well as the net, just to keep it, just to have it secure. But I'm trying my best not to go through the end of the lock, because I don't want any holes in my locks. I want it, if there's gonna be any holes, I'd rather it be at the roots, because I have new growth at the roots. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm just going around it twice, pulling it through tightly. and I'm being very gentle. I have a fine texture, so I have to be very careful. Even though I have locks, still I have to be very careful when I'm doing all of that. So I'm just repeating the process of going through the hair and the net, wrapping the thread around twice and pulling it all the way through to secure it. So you can see it's secure. So I'm just going to continue doing that all the way around the base. Okay, so I am done the front, and now I'm going to be focusing on the back. So I have like more hair falling at the back, right? You have all of this situation going around. So what I want to do is I want to reinforce it down. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pushing up the hair, my hair, pushing it up a little bit. Okay, making sure that all my locks are underneath the net. And then you can see I have some excess net here. So I'm going to be trying to bring it together as much as I can, right? Because I want it to be nice and secure. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so all of this right here, I'm going to be, there's different ways of doing it, but you see I just kind of wrapped it around like this, and I'm going to be sewing it down here. And I'm going to do the same thing, reinforce this whole area here, but this excess, I'm going to also include it in the process. Okay, so I'm going to have it nice and sewed down. I hope you guys are able to see that. Okay guys, so I'm done reinforcing my base. I'm comfortable with it. It feels secure enough. It's gonna be even more secure once I start putting on the tracks. So I'm comfortable like this, like I said. I know I look crazy. I know you can see that it's a little bit sticking out, but honestly, once the hair is on the head, like, you won't be able to tell unless somebody's running their fingers through your hair, you know, your head. They might run their fingers through your ear. Then they might know, say, oh, it's a little bit bumpy, but it doesn't bother me. There's definitely different ways of doing this, but this is just the way that I've chosen to do it. I prefer to do it this way. Like I said, the net is more breathable. I find that the cap, like, I sweat too much, so this is a little bit better. And yeah, I'm gonna get the process started now, but just wanted to show you guys. Okay, it feels good, it feels secure. I'm going to be starting at the nape, the base right here, the bottom. So I'm just going horizontally with the tracks, and I'm going to be placing them just on top of each other. I'm just going to be putting them on top of each other. So I'll show you guys the first one, and then I will continue on after that. All right, let's do it. Let's get this weave on. Okay, I wanted to mention, so we have 22 inches, 20 and 18. So what I'm going to do is, because I want it to be as long as possible, so I'm going to be starting at the bottom with the 22 inches and work my way up to the shorter inch on top, if that makes any sense. All right, let's do it. So this is not human hair, and I'm okay with that. I hardly ever use human hair. I think way back in the days when I had, like, my hair was loose natural, I probably did like the single braids with the human hair ones. That was it. Other than that, I didn't use human hair. I don't like it. It's a choice, but for me, I prefer to use synthetic. hair. And also synthetic is cheaper. But it's a choice, and I just prefer to use synthetic hair. Alright, so this is one bundle. So what it looks like once you take it out. It's a good amount. I'm considering doubling the hair. What I mean by that is, instead of having it like one piece, I'm going to double it. So this is two different pieces together and sew along the way. I'm also not going to be cutting the hair as I sew. I'm going to be carrying it over. I will show you guys that once I get started. Once I get there, let me move back a bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, to start the process, I like to go through with the needle first on the weave. So I'm just going through it at the end, just like so, just a couple times, just to kind of like reinforce it, right? That's what I'm doing. And I'm wrapping the thread around there. So it's together, it's not going to come apart. And now I'm going to start the process at the very end, the bottom and the very end of my hairline, okay? So I'm bringing it around. And what I'm going to do is, these needles are extremely sharp. So be very careful. Like, I already jerked up my finger 50 times already, but just be very careful with it because it can really hurt you. So I am going through the cap and I'm lifting it up a bit. There's nothing wrong with that. And then I'm going to go through the end of the weave. I hope you guys can see this. And I'm going to wrap the thread around and I'm going to bring it all the way through. So it's on. I can let it go. It's not going anywhere. Okay, I'm going to continue that now. Okay, so I'm almost done the first row. I'm just finishing it up right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, remember I said to you that I wasn't going to cut the hair, it's going to continue. So this is what I mean by continuing. Instead of cutting the hair, I'm going to flip it over and then go the opposite way on top of the first one that I did. And I'm just going to keep going just back and forth like this, like so, until I have no more hair left. Okay, if that makes any sense. Hope it does. All right. I have to stand up. I work faster when I stand up. But yeah, it's coming along. Okay guys, so the first bundle is on. This is what it looks like so far. Let me show you guys the back. So this is the back. Okay, good length. And I'm going to be working on this area now. I'm hot. I'm hot. So yeah, the hair feels nice and soft. It's shedding a little bit already, but whatever, it is to be expected. It is synthetic hair, so. Yep. One thing I don't like about weaving hair is every minute you have to be threading the needle. That's one thing I don't like. Because I just want to like go, no interruptions. But then, you know, you run out of needle and you run out of thread. So you have to stop and string the needle. But it's so annoying. But I mean, it is a part of the process. So what you gonna do, Kanisha? What you gonna do? Got a little thirsty. Don't you dare ask what's in my cup. I'm thirsty. Okay, so I finished the first bundle. Like I said, I'm moving on to the next piece, which is the 20 inches. Okay, this piece here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doubling it. Let me see. Let me see. I think I'm still going to continue with the doubling process. Yeah, I'm going to continue with that. Yeah, so I'm at the front. I just wanted to pause and show you guys this. So this is another example of what I meant when I said I wasn't going to cut the hair. I was going to just continue. So I'm at the very end right now. Instead of cutting the hair, I'm going to just kind of bring it back and go a little bit on top of the row that I just did. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. So I'm just going to do this and sew it that way. Sew it that way. So throw it back and then continue sewing. Okay guys, so I've finished the second bundle. So this is what it's looking like right now. Just have hair to work with. I know I look funny. Alright, so I'm going to continue on. So this is the 18 inches. This is all I have left aside from the closure. I'm still contemplating if I'm going to use the closure. Now, this definitely is not enough to finish my hair. I do have some other hair that I can use, you know, backup, whatever. But I'm gonna just continue with this for now, and then I'll take it from there. But yeah, it's pretty full so far. I like the length, good length. So let's continue. So I found some old hair, like I've never used it before, but I had it hanging around. I have a few pieces. They're a bit shorter, but it's kind of similar to the one I'm currently using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them together and then continue sewing. If that makes any sense. I'll show you guys. It's good to have a backup plan because you never know how the thing is gonna work out. So, alright. So now I'm gonna open it up. Just comme ça, just like this. Alright, I'm going to open up the black one that I have that I've been using. Okay, and I'm going to line them up together. I'm going to match them up together because I'm going to be sewing them on together. Okay, so take one end of the brown, one end of the black. I'm going to put them together. So the brown is on top of the black. Okay, there's the black, there's the brown. Gonna reinforce the end like I did before. just sewing them together. Okay, so they're together. The excess thread, I'm just gonna cut that off. I'll go through it one more time. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue sewing on all the way around, all the way around, all the way around until it's full enough. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space on top here because I'm considering using the closure, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Piece here is about 1 inch long. I'm just going to reinforce it. Closure. I don't really like using closures, but I'm gonna see. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still gonna continue. Let me continue on and see. I don't know how I feel about the closure. Okay guys, so I'm pretty much at the front of my head right now. So what I want to do is I'm going to start working on the bang area, the front. So I'm going to bring my track all the way to the other side, and I'm going to go across like this. I'm going to sew that across, and then I'll continue around. So once again, I'm just reinforcing the end. I've removed the brown pieces for now because I feel like I might have enough. If I need to like fill in any spaces, then I'll put more brown. I'll put the brown in, but for now I'm just working with the black again. So just putting my needle all the way in there. I'm going to attach the end of the track coming through just to reinforce. Being as careful as I can because this needle is flipping sharp. Already poked myself so many times. Okay, just going across, just following the hairline. I'm wrapping the thread around twice just for reinforcement. Once I'm getting close to the end, I'm just gonna like curve around. Yeah, okay, so that's done. I'm just gonna continue going around and around and around and around for a little bit, maybe a couple rows, just going around and around and around. Okay guys, so it's coming along really nicely. I've gone across twice, like the front. So I'm going to be continuing with the same pattern just until I'm almost done, and then I'll check back in with you guys. Okay, but I'm basically just continuing around and around, and I'm going to leave a little bit for my closure, and then I'll show it to you guys. I'll come back on. That's it. But it's coming along really nicely. Okay, so I'm at the very top. This is all I have left. This is the most critical part of the process. I'm doing the closure. I've decided to do my own closure, like on my head. So this is the most critical part because it's the top and everyone will be able to see the top. So I have to make sure that my closure is good. There's nothing, like you're not seeing my locks. You can see actually right now the highlighted part of my locks. So I want to make sure that that is covered. So what I'm going to do is, instead of going around, because I want this area right here, this little area, maybe like ½ an inch to be left out, and that's going to be my little closure area. So I'm just going to be going back and forth like this way until I get to around here, and then I will do my closure there. So it takes a bit longer to do it that way as opposed to putting on the closure that comes with the pack. I was saying that I didn't like the look of the closure that came in the pack. Now it's okay for you guys to use a closure that comes with the pack if you want, but for me, for this look, I wanted to kind of do my own. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now, just going, like I said, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until I have a little bit of left to do, and then I will close it off there. So that's the plan right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm all done. It's done. It's finished. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Now it's time to tame this bad boy. It's a lot of hair. Love it, love it. Came out really good, very full. I love it. I'm just gonna use my flat iron and flatten the top, and I'm pretty much good to go. If I want to tame it, I can always spray it down with some water or, you know, some product just to tame it, but right now I have no plans for that. So I have my curling iron. I'm going to plug it in, and I'm just gonna use it to flatten the very top of my head because it's a little bit kind of like sticking up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just putting on some wax on the top of my head. I realize I don't have any hairspray, so I'm just going to use the wax. Put it at the very top. See, it's already taming it a little bit already. I'm just gonna kind of comb it down. It's not the perfect closure, but I'll take it. I just didn't like the look of the one that came in the pack, like I said. So my curling iron is hot. All I'm going to be doing is just kind of smoothing out the top. That's all. Smoothing it out. This would be great if I had some hairspray, but I don't. I haven't used hairspray in years. Like, I have Locs, right? So so I don't know if you guys can tell, it's a little bit flatter. This is just some liquid oil. It's black castor oil, whatever. I'm just putting a little bit, but just to tame the hair a little bit, right? That's what I want to do. Just a tiny bit. So, just, it smells good too. Just notice I have a piece of thread here, so I'm going to be cutting that. Go through it again with my comb. Ah, that looks so pretty. Love the color of the highlights. I love that. Remember when I told you guys about not being able to see that bump? Can you see it? No, you can't see it, right? So there you have it. This video was me basically weaving over my lock. I hope you did enjoy it. There's definitely different ways of doing it. I hope you did enjoy it. There's definitely different ways of doing this, but this is the method I chose. It works for me, and I'm happy with the results. I had to improvise with the hair because I ran out of it, but good thing I always have extra hair hanging around, so it worked out perfectly. And I have highlights. I never had planned on having highlights, but I do now. So this will last me probably a few weeks. I'll keep it in for a few weeks, and then, you know, that's it. I don't know what style I'll do next, but I just wanted to change, and yeah, I'm happy. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, share, comment, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.